Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. For those who can enjoy Friday. I got called out on that on my Wednesday show when the fires blew up in LA. And they go, it's not happy. Oh, yeah, I can feel that. I feel that. So we just want to, before we get going on this, send huge amounts of prayers to the people in LA, to the animals that are being affected. It's heartbreaking. The Pasadena Humane Society is taking donations now. They're pretty good. When you send money in, if you send money in, if you're able to, please double and triple check to make sure you're sending it to the right place. Please, please, please. Do not send it to me because then you're giving it a lot to YouTube. So, not that, we don't need to give it to YouTube, but I think they make enough. I think. All right. So, thoughts and prayers out to them. Last night, I was texting to some people, checking in on them from down south. Daniel Osler, I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name. She won't be able to listen to it because she's without power for a couple of, I think it's going on 4 days she's been without power, and it's not going to be fixed till the end of the weekend, so she said, and who knows if that's right. The woman who gave me my first Rider-Waite reading, she's without power too. And I was talking to another friend who was just, he's got power, trees are down in his house. He goes, he was talking about that they caught one of the arsonists, because I think there's more. And he goes, it's so disruptive, not just the fire and the smoke, but the chaos. And and so it's hard to read what he meant with just that text, but I'm thinking, you're wiser. He's a very wise man. But that's a very wise statement. There's so much chaos going on right now. So much chaos. So let's just stick with the fire, because this is Friday Rambling. But I do want to stick with the fire and the energy of that for just a little bit. Last night when I was thinking about that, I pulled 2 cards. And this is for me to go to sleep. And, I'm like really feeling the energy of down south. And I pulled this card. This is my female archangel deck. And this is Archaea Joy, Prioritize Play and Pleasure. And I thought, well, that's a little insensitive, don't you think? Don't you think? Just a little insensitive? And then I got smacked upside the head psychically. And they go, no, pay attention to what you have said in the past. What I said in the past was, if we are on a web of creation, what we vibrate spreads throughout that whole web. If I'm vibrating fear, anxiety, chaos, then everybody else gets to feel a little bit of that. But I'm not in that fear and chaos situation like my loved ones and friends are down in LA. The Central Coast right now is beautiful. Come on up. It's sunny, no wind, no smoke. I was outside yesterday. I took a bike ride. I was trying to get some exercise. That was the main thing. But then I found myself just going, wow, what a place. And I just got immersed in the beauty. And then I started feeling a little guilty about it. And so last night I got, no, No, don't. If I'm able to spread some joy and pleasure on the web, that's a good thing. Then I'm changing the anxiety, maybe just a little bit, right? So, Archeia, joy. Prioritize play and pleasure. But I did want to pull another card because, you know, I was going, oh, now I feel guilty. I feel guilty. So, what the card that I got, and sometimes Spirit does have a little bit of a sense of humor. Water, the overflow. So as I focus on this play and pleasure and joy, I'm also going to layer it with an image of overflow, an image of water coming to Southern California. And it's just not Southern California. It's the fires that are devastating our planet up in Canada, Australia. So I wish that I was one of those shamans that could create rain. And maybe I am if I even tried it. Maybe we are if we even try it. So let's take some time in our day. If we have the time, if we have the calm, if we have the peace of mind that we are able to step into that place of joy and happiness and create a sense, create rain to go down into the fire areas of LA, to the fire areas that you know of, that I don't. Let's create water, the overflow, the abundance, the flow, the healing properties of that. All right. Hello, Psychic Duck. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. 7 minutes in. All right, all right, all right. So, I'm going to pull some energy cards for us for today. And the deck that I'm using, I'm going to use my Rider-Waite deck with this. I'm going to be doing a spread like Lori at the Way of Positive Change. She always uses Rider-Waite, and she gets just amazing readings from her. So let's see what the energy of today is before we get into the political ramble, because it's Friday, and if it's Friday, we're rambling. As if you hadn't noticed already. Rambling. All right. Here we go. Oh, the Hierophant. Maybe we're going to get into the political ramble right now. The Hierophant, the higher order of things. This is my government card. Yeah. Ooh. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Is this the hard work of keeping our government intact, keeping democracy alive? It's an experiment, right? This, what we have. The Constitution is supposed to be a living, breathing document. It's supposed to be changed. It's supposed to be worked on. And this is, it's kind of scary because when I first learned tarot, this was an apprentice card, along with the Three of Pentacles, both apprentice cards to me. But this is the diligence. This is the hard work. And it's after, it's not somebody looking over you and doing it. It's just, I know it needs to be done. I'm doing it. I've already gotten my lessons. You know, the teachers, the higher orders, you know, and again, another type of apprentice card with this, teacher card with this, because you have your students here. They've got the information. They got it. We got it. Now it's go and put it to work. Go work on it. Okay. All right. So, I think of The Apprentice and I think of Pumpkinhead's TV show and I go, is that where this is going? Is that where this is going? Well, maybe, maybe not. I got the Empress card. So, is the Hierophant sending off his worker bees to do the work for the Apprentice, Pumpkinhead, for Russia? Or is it the abundance of the U.S.? Is it the abundance of President-elect Kamala? Yes, this channel, in case you haven't figured it out yet, if you're new here, very much an election truther. Kamala Harris did win. I'm not giving up on that. You talk about the web of creation, setting up the vibration. I'm not setting up the vibration for Pumpkinhead. Yuck. The chaos of that. No, I want, oh, it goes back to it goes back to this one. Oh, I hope I can pull it. It goes back to this one. Joy. Joy. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Joy versus chaos. I keep getting that. The flow, the water. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in this loggerhead dam where you just keep spinning around, blah, 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 washing, like on a washing machine or something. No, 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 no. It's going to take work. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. So to me, this is, we got work. We're doing it. It's interesting. I do have my notes here, and I don't know if I'm going to get to them. But it's interesting that in some of the comments, we had Kamala Harris is leaving the country for the last week or whatever of this administration. And then I read that Joe Biden was leaving the country too. And I'm like, they're both gone for protection to let somebody else bring in the news? Interesting. Very interesting. The fires are keeping him here. Kamala Harris is from California. Joe Biden is from the United States. And so he is going to be here to do what he can. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So they're here. So I still get chills. Something is going to show up with this work that they're doing. All right. All right. Let me look at my notes. Let me get some direction in this rambling. It's like, you know, I'm on one of those crazy figure 8 racetracks. Racing around. What are the demolition derbies? They always drive backwards. Well, because you don't want to wreck your engine. So you drive backwards and you smash into people. Yeah, that sounds like fun. All right. All right. Questions. LA fires. Oof. Did I talk about... I've pushed... I've recorded this. I started... This is the 3rd time. So if I said it, I apologize. But if you give money to some places for the fires, double check the money that you're giving. Don't give money to me or to Google, YouTube. Don't do it that way, because you're just paying me and you're paying YouTube. Not that YouTube isn't a great service. It is. And so just know that if you want to give YouTube money, then you can give it to me. I will be donating to the Pasadena Humane Society, probably some food services. A lot of people are going to be homeless. Yeah, you know, James Woods, he's going to be homeless. Oh, my heart breaks. Mel Gibson, oh. Okay, not so much. But there's so many people that are going to be affected by this, that are going to need our help. And so we just need to be really cautious as to who to give our money to. If one, I mean, just because I say the Pasadena Humane Society, because I lived in Burbank, and I used to live in Pasadena too when I first moved to LA. That was my first place. And that Humane Society is great. There's other places too, but double check, make sure your money is going where you want it to go. Okay, enough of that rant. Where are we going? I talked about Joe Biden, Kamala Harris canceling their trips, saying goodbye to Jimmy Carter. What an amazing man. Just what he went through in his presidency. He was one of the things that I read, and I think it was, I'm not really sure, but I think it was from Gerald Ford's son, where he talked about Jimmy Carter's visions and his actions that he took as president were not for the immediate future so much, but they were for future generations. Maybe not the next generation, but the grandkids and the great-grandkids, 7 generations down. And there are indigenous tribes whose spirituality is based on that. Don't make decisions based on today, based on financial greed, based on your head. Base it on your heart and think of 7 generations down. And Jimmy Carter did that. Reagan didn't. He tore it apart. Anyway, he, if we want to get uplifted, just look at some of his accomplishments that he did. The Mideast Peace Accord. Wow. 11 days, 10 days, 11 days at Camp David with these two people that just butted heads, got them together. That peace treaty is still holding today. Just one thing. One thing. Trying to get us off fossil fuels. Yeah, didn't work so well. Speaking of getting us off of fossil fuels, Joe Biden bans offshore oil and gas drilling in 265 million acres of U.S. territory. Woo! Now, Pumpkinhead says he's gonna change that day one. Can I just pause here and give that little side eye that the amazing Prince gave during the song, the live performance of Cream? If you haven't seen it, it's kind of fun. Speaking of joy and fun, for those of us who have power. He's doing a live performance, and he asks people to sing along, and the people in the audience are kind of mumbling, and he stops what he's doing, and he side-eyes them, and he goes, oh, no. And he starts it again. And they were still wimpy. And he goes, oh, no. Come on now. So, Trump says, day one. No. Number one, you're not getting in. Number two, Biden did this under the Outer Continental Shelf Lands Act of 1953. I'm like, well, good. At least it's not, 1853. Some of these guys are going back to these old laws. And our Constitution is great. Democracy is great. But it needs to evolve. And you can't keep going back to these old laws that aren't relevant for today. Make them relevant. However, we have to make our Supreme Court relevant. Pumpkinhead and Alito talking before. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, okay. Where's that joy card? I think I'm going to need to pull it up a lot today. Okay. So anyway, that can't be reversed very easily, how he worked it, according to what I read. So it's just not like an executive order. No, it's got a little more teeth into it. So good. What else? Oh, speaking of Alito, J.D. Vance. This is lovely. He calls that perfect phone call that Alito and Trump had. He called the Democrats who were complained about this such insufferable dorks. This coming from a guy who likes, well, you can pick your own meme for this. You know, I'm thinking of insufferable dorks. Coming from an insufferable dork. I didn't say that. Psychic Duck said that. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello. How you doing today? Oh, good. I bet you're glad you're not down in L.A. Oh, yeah. Burned my feathers. Yeah. All right. A singed duck feather? Whew. It's not good. Not good. All right, so let's pull some cards. Yeah, 22 minutes, yickety yak. Don't talk back. All right, before I get into this, let's talk about the mea culpa corner. Mea culpa. That's why I just speak English. All right, Canada. Yes, sorry. People were like going, that's not even funny, joking about Pumpkinhead taking Canada. Okay. No. Kind of is the way he said it, you know, with the little Sharpie and rearranging everything. Point well taken. So I said, okay, we'll go join you. I'm good with that. I'm happy. We'll leave the rest behind. Okay, I got a little heat from that too, because people are going, hey, I'm a blue dot in Florida. I'm a blue dot in Texas. Don't leave us. Don't forget us. No, never. We're in this together, guys. We are in this together. And then Greenland. Well, they didn't get too mad at me. There's only 23 people in Greenland. Okay, now they're going to get mad at me. So, see, Junior's, he flew in his big-ass airplane with himself and, I don't know, did they check him for drugs when they went to Greenland? It's ice up there, Junior. It's not cocaine. You can't go in there and scoop up. And then he hires all these people that say, yeah, it's going to be good if the U.S. takes over Greenland. And then reports are coming out. Yeah, these guys were homeless. They were hungry. Not all of them. Homeless, hungry. And he paid them to do this. I go, well, you look at his rallies, they were all paid people. Anyway. Whoop. New beginnings. So what I want to look at before 25 minutes yakking, I want to look at the chaos that's going on. Where did the UFOs go? I have some questions about the UFOs and the space station. We'll see if we get to it. I'm going to focus now. I'm going to start reading some of your questions and what we did. What's going on with the chaos? Is there something behind? Now, I'm not saying the LA fires were created as a diversion. However, there are some arsonists out there that are throwing more chaos into the mix. But I'm not seeing that as a chaotic diversion. Certainly is a diversion. There's no doubt about that. I mean, we need to pay attention to that. We need to put focus on that. And I'm just so sick and tired of people blaming people for things when they don't really, in the middle of a disaster. Yeah, the fire hydrants didn't have any water in it. Yeah, we're in a drought. People said, oh, the drought's over. No. What's going on with the chaos? It's like one thing after another. Greenland, Canada, Gulf of America. Oh, the Mexican president. Oh my gosh, she has a great response for that. Women, please take over. Please. Come on, Empress. She knows who I'm talking about. But yeah, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. Beautiful. So, what's with the chaos? Pumpkinhead's creating a lot of it, a lot of diversion. We're not listening to any of the Ukraine war. We're not listening to any of the wars in Africa and in the Middle East. We're just kind of forgetting about them. That's horrific. We're looking at all this devastation in Palisades and in Altadena. Palisades is the rich place. Altadena, not so much. Beautiful place up in Eaton Canyon. Gorgeous. And I still have a friend that I haven't heard from up in Altadena, and it scares me. Hopefully she got out. So, when I was meditating on this morning, what I got from this was that when we create, if we are star seeds, which I believe we are, okay, thank you, those guys. If we are star seeds and we are here to collect information on how the new world, our new world, should be in the future, should it go back to the Lemurian age of harmony and peace and love? Or should it go into the Atlantean era of a few people dominating, using technology to dominate and destroy? So if we're going to be creating a new way with this ascension process that we're going into, we are just collecting information that is saying, this is not what we want. Obviously, we didn't get it because when COVID happened, we got it. We were in lockdown. We were all like, there was this calm. There was like, because nobody was going out and creating chaos that much except Mr. Pumpkinhead in the beginning. But I would go out into my garden, which I have to really clean up. I have a lot of oak trees, and they're really close to the house, and I hate touching them. I don't know what I'm going to have to do with them. But, it was so peaceful. It was so quiet there was no cars running on the road. The earth, the skies were clearer. The pollution was so much less. We saw how we could manage Mother Earth during that time. And then it looked like we just slipped back and we forgot it again. So it feels like we're relearning the lesson, making sure we don't forget, so that when we create new worlds, we will remember this. It'll be ingrained in us. So if I was smarter, this all wouldn't be happening. Yeah. Okay, what is with all this chaos? And I'm not into the political yet. At least I don't think I am. What is with all this chaos? What's the lesson? New beginnings. Ace of Cups. Yes. I'm just pulling 3 across. The Empress. Sword of Truth. Did I tell you I'm an election truther? We have a new beginning with the Empress. She's bringing her sword of truth. What's with all the chaos? Let me take it to a different point of view. We have a new beginning from Mother Earth. All of these cards are giving birth to something new. The Empress is giving birth, a new emotional start, a new truth. We have a new way to look at Gaia. And so as I pick those cards up pretty quick, what is the message from Mother Earth? And I'm hearing, layer this with my Lemurian deck. What is the message from Mother Earth? We see all this destruction. We see it's not working. We see the people who are complaining about immigration. It's a man-made problem. If we weren't destroying lands, if we were helping people stay in their homeland, they wouldn't want to leave. But no, we bomb their buildings, so now they have to leave. And now we bitch and moan because, hey, we got foreigners over here. Instead of welcoming them with open arms. I know, I'm preaching to the choir. I know most of us here, if not 99% of us here, would open up our homes to somebody in need from another country. Now, the other thing, and I hear this, and I know I'm going to catch flack on it, you have to be discretionary. I mean, if it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right. But if it feels right, then do it. Yeah, got the moon. I got the moon card. Yeah, you may not know what you're opening up to, and you may have a huge surprise. It may be not so good. It may be good. I was reading a book on Fool's Crow, Frank Fool's Crow, the great Lakota medicine man. And he would open up his home to all his relatives because every human was a relative because we're all interconnected. And he would say some people would come in and they would just lay around on the couch drinking beer. There'd be beer cans everywhere, eat his food, and not really contribute anything. And he still allowed them to stay, And he goes, they're not ready to hear the message, but they can see how I live. I don't know if I could do that. I know my wife wouldn't. Oh, hell no. She wouldn't stand for it. All right. Mother Earth, Gaia. What are we doing? Ace of Cups, Empress, giving birth to a new world, a new natural, new nature in the Sword of Truth. What is this saying? Mother Earth, talk to us. Gaia, talk to us. Gaia, talk to us. Gaia. I'm going to do 6. I'm going to do 6 on this. Okay, I'm getting a different point of view. Let me drop it down. Maybe I'll go a little further with this. Oh, I said I was going to layer it with this. Okay, so here's what I get. You guys interpret these the way you are, the way you can, the way you see it. I have the 3 of Wands here, looking overseas, looking at the ship come in, come out. This is the center card. It's a pause card. It's not, no actions being taken. It's when I drop into the energy of this card with Gaia, with Mother Earth, it feels like she's watching her resources being taken out of her, and I'm not getting any coming back in. It's being covered by, crossed, challenged, enhanced by a review, attending to the pentacles are also earth. I got 3 pentacles, 3 earth cards. It's the review. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at how man is managing the resources that Gaia is giving us. It can't all be take, take, take. It can't all be that. At the base of the reading is the diligently working on Earth, on Gaia. So is Gaia, what's the message from Gaia? Is it needs a lot more work. Strength in the back. We have Mother Earth here, taming the beast, holding on to resources, holding on to Earth, because there's a new truth that's about to come out. You look at the fires, and I keep bringing this up because this is really close to me. But you look at what we are doing to our planet everywhere, and this is a wake-up call to review that, to look at that, to watch what we're taking. Be a little more conservative with our resources. Don't be like Junior flying at his big-ass airplane, big-ass jet by himself. I just said, what the hell? Where's that carbon footprint? What? And why is he even going there? There's a new truth coming. New truth. Let's take a look at the Lemurian deck. And I'm just going to overlay 3 with it and see what it has to say. Three, 1, 2, 3. Oh, express your truth. There's 2 cards here. Express your truth. Interesting. Over the Ace of Swords. Kamala. She of the Lotus. Kamala. So she of the lotus is Kamala, for those who don't know. That is, Kamala's name is the female she of the lotus. In our ancient future. So when we think back to our ancient selves, our ancient earth. Okay, squirrel moment. This is going to be 2 parts, I think. Our ancient lives were way different than our current lives just in the last 100 years, 150 years. Our planet is heated up so much because of fossil fuel, because of Standard Oil, and you can't just blame it on one, but it was the greed that let's take over the planet. Let's just use the planet for our own greed. But if we look back at our ancient lives, it was more in touch with nature, more in touch with the sky, more in touch with the seasons, more in touch with healing energies of earth and sky. And then we have Kamala Harris, she of the lotus. And I don't know how to interpret this card other than Kamala Harris. That because that we're in this mess, and I don't want to call this stagnation, this water that isn't flowing, and we go back to the water of flow, because we're in that mess, in that non-flowing moment. We need someone to kind of help us, and the lotus will bloom from that stagnant water, and that is Kamala Harris. The Ace of Swords, new truth coming, express your truth. You don't have to do this in a way that is just embrace the change that we're going through. Don't fall into the fear. Just be at peace with the change, what we're doing. I think about the people who have lost everything. They're going to be going back to a simpler life. They're being forced to. So we get to make a choice. And it's going to be hard to let go of that, I think, for a lot of us. Okay. I think I'm going to do this in 2 parts. So I am going to leave it here and join me for part 2 if you want. Peace and love.